Cancer, welcome back for your soulmate reading. Those of you who are new, welcome. Those of you who are returning, hi. Now, if you're wanting a booking during the silly season, the link is directly below. If I haven't said that already, who knows. Also, I have pulled additional cards for earth, air, fire, water. So dependent upon what element your soulmate is, we can get additional messages coming through for that. Now, bear in mind that we are moving away from Venus retrograde, but other people will be like, why have you mentioned that in the reading? Because we do have the shadow aspect. So we may have moved away from it, but it's still directly impacting us. And this has been a very transformative year, both internally, externally, and collectively. So your frequencies in the first 2 weeks of December are going to feel slightly fatigued. Some of you may feel slightly agitated in an aspect where we're moving forward to the transformative stage. So we need to bear that in mind. And especially moving into January, we're very much going to have a total lunar eclipse, which that frequency is going to transform the next 6 months. So during, around relationships, we can be very agitated and triggered. And very much we're really, I can feel this agitated energy, wanting to be on the right path, wanting to do the right thing, getting ready for it, hungry for it almost. Now, what's coming through in your reading is you're really looking at a 3D situation in a soulmate relationship, and you're looking at something and you're feeling you have to raise your standards. So this can be towards the person you're thinking about and towards the path you wish to go to. Now, you're also looking at your work domain and your creativity, or what you believe something could be and what you believed it could be. So you're very much, from the cards that I'm looking at, you're in an assessment state where you're looking at it thinking, okay, is this what I want? Is this the way it's going to be? Is this perhaps what I thought it was? The strange thing is, although this is a soulmate read, you're moving, okay? Internally or externally or both, but something has moved you to a point you've had a realization. And at the heart of the matter is romantic partner in reverse. So it's physically that your soulmate energy isn't with you, or the person you felt was a soulmate isn't a soulmate. So it's like this realization you're coming through with. You're standing your ground with whatever your belief is going to be, and who you're choosing is correct for you. If you're in a relationship, you're not feeling as romantic, you're not feeling as, and it might be your opinion towards yourself, or it could be directly connected to your partner, but something in that frequency's changed. There is healing coming through with whatever direction you're choosing to go to, but you don't completely feel grounded right now where you stand. So I'm going to leave that, and we're going to look at your partnered energies and see if this builds upon the story. And I might bounce around a second time. So if I cover the zodiac sign you're inquiring about and think it's it, don't stick around, because you might miss something. Okay, so the frequency with earth signs is there is a dedicated effort within this connection, okay? And maybe that's what's needed right now. If you're wanting to move this to the next level, a very dedicated energy within it. You can see the light within them. You're looking at their perspective now, and you're seeing it from a different kind of way. They may not feel deserving of you, or vice versa. The frequencies can jump. They're moving away from uncertainty, so they have gained the clarity, but I do feel they're really healing. Again, what it has been coming through quite heavily for the earth signs is they have a loved one who's protecting them. So whatever is going on with the earth signs in December is very much a transformative stage for them personally. They are very tired. So the way you're going to have to look at it is, are you on the same page? Can you find forgiveness? Are you moving towards them and building upon it, or are you going to move away? But you're going to have the clarity, really. That is what's coming through loud and clear with that soulmate energy. You're going to have the clarity about what to do in that domain. It's at an 8, which means it could go either way, but it's completely between the two of you to see how this is going to go. But I feel it's the communication and even if you have no communication, it's the decision that you're directly making for yourself, and that's going to give it the clarity no matter what without the communication. Air signs. They're ready, win or lose. They're all in. So be cautious dealing with the air signs. You know, make sure that you know that this is the one for you, because really they're in all gun ho. So what I will say is, if you've got romantic partner in reverse and you're thinking about someone from the past, it's showing that they're ready. But if they're not someone you want, they're going to be accepting of it regardless of what happens. So understand that. You know, they do understand that, their heart's open, they understand. They also know that whatever we have in our life, whatever lessons that come, it's all part of what we've manifested. So they're very spiritual to a point where they're looking at things from a different perspective. And, you know, they feel they want you to create or have anything that you feel is spiritually correct for you. But they also see the potential in the connection. Now, although they may be feeling alone, it's because they're in the dark connected to this. They're wanting you to join them, but the alone has given them the clarity. I'm not feeling a desperate sadness with this. I'm feeling a wanting to be with you. But I'm feeling to go home, things have changed. So something in the connection, this may be the connection to the moving home, that perhaps where you were before, they can't go there or you can't go there, something's changed. But it's related to feeling home either internally or both, internally and externally, in a move of location. So it may be in order to move that to the next level, that would be something that you would be physically looking at. Fire signs. Really not wanting to confront a shadow aspect of things, and maybe they've already done that, but it feels like there's something they're keeping close to their chest. They don't wish to discuss it. They're dealing with it on their own. I feel they've got it. Trust in that process. They are going back to yesteryear, so it's like they've either done it or they're doing it. So if they're in the midst of it, don't take it personal. They have every ability to transform this situation and make it everything that they need it to be. They also have belief in this connection, and it's like you're both doing a similar thing. I feel you have complete clarity, but I do really feel that for the fire signs, they're working through that they have the clarity, but they've got to do the work. They're doing the work in their life to get to where they need to be, and the power is in their hands for this transformation stage. Now, both of you have power. It's how you take it, how you perceive it, and how you use it that counts. But it can be they're dealing with things in a very private manner and technique. I feel with the earth signs, though, I just don't know how close it is. It's almost like it could go 50-50. Air signs, similar, but they're open to it. They're wondering if you are. They're waiting for you to make a decision. Fire signs are dealing with their energy and external situation, so it's not jumping, probably not through till, could move by the second week. But at the moment, in the 2 weeks, you need to be patient with them during this time. Now, water signs. They're really recouping, similar to you, in that they're doing the same thing. It's like you know what you want, but you need to raise your standards. So recoup, and then you have the frequency to deal with that. It may be your creative expressions are coming through to help you actually get grounded and choose the way in which you wish to move forward. You're really wanting to step into that energy of being the boss. Now, when I say being the boss, it might be connected to your finances. It might be within the relationship, being a man or being a woman in your own right. And really holding that frequency and embracing everything you have to offer within this connection to move it to the next level. Your heart, though, is very grounded in a spiritual connection. So it may be directly with this Cancer energy, or it may be directly connected to a soulmate twin flame. Now, you know, some will bounce in and out where they feel a soulmate connection's best, or, you know, and it's like a lot of us are on the T section in the road, very separate to just having a connection. If you are in the given connection and their particular zodiac signs, or elements rather, look at it at face value of what their frequencies are and how they're looking at the connection. You know, otherwise book a reading and I can tune into your individual situation. But I do feel the water signs have really evolved quite a bit. They've been waiting patiently. They've really been through the ringer, you know, over their life, but they're really ready to have that deep spiritual connection, but they need to rest before actually tackling it to the next level. They're up the mountain. They're almost there. They're at the 9, so they're just having a temporary break. And the embrace is a 3, which means they've got all the tools in order to handle this. Okay, so this card's declaring freedom, which is interesting because freedom to choose what you want. For you, romantic partner in reverse. So you have the freedom to choose if you're in the right location, if you're with the right person, and what you're going to do from here, what way you're going to move, and how you think this should all be. So if you are in a spiritual connection and you feel it's not right for you any longer, it may be you're coming to that place where you are realizing such. For others of you, it may be raising the standards that, you know, your frequency. It might have been due to the fact you've been going through a transformation and you're tired. Something's changing though. So stay tuned. Come back and have a look mid-month and we'll see where the frequency is changing. Otherwise, I'll see you throughout the month live on YouTube.